You are listening to Mark Lack, and this is Retail 101 Online. Welcome, Retail 101ers, to episode number 26, hosted by Mark Lack from Retail 101 Online. These episodes are all designed to give you some quick bursts of retail or management knowledge, and you can do it at your own pace. For our amazing regulars, a huge thank you for continuing to tune in. Your unwavering support keeps us revved up and ready to dive headfirst into the chaotic world of retail. Today's episode is about something a little broader than just store layouts or product margins. It's about the mindset, myths, and mental models that shape how we approach business leadership and even life. Whether you're running a single store, a regional chain, or just stepping into retail for the first time, there are ideas we all carry that, frankly, need to be unlearned. And today, we're going to walk through 8 of those lies. Inspired by a visual shared by Victoria Repa, the founder and CEO of Better Me, this list hit home for me. So, I'm taking each one, digging a little deeper, and adding some real-world perspective from my own experience in retail leadership. Let's get into it. Lie number 1. Money is the only type of wealth. The truth? Wealth means more than money. It includes relationships, health, experience, fulfillment, and peace. This might sound philosophical, but it's deeply practical. I've known store managers making 6 figures who are absolutely miserable. And I've met frontline staff earning modest wages who walk in every morning with energy and optimism. Why would that be? Well, because wealth is emotional, social, and spiritual. In retail, wealth might also mean trust with your customers, loyalty from your team, and pride in the brand that you are building. Don't chase income at the expense of impact. From my own personal experience, I don't make any money at all from producing these podcasts, because that's not the reason I originally set it up. The mission was, and still is, to spread my knowledge and insights that has built up over a number of years to help anyone in the retail industry have a better understanding of how it works. Yes, I expend time, energy, and my own funds to produce these, but the wealth I gain from helping even one person expand their knowledge is good enough for me. Lie number 2. You need the perfect idea to create something. The truth? Execution and adaptation matter more than perfection. I didn't launch Retail 101 with a perfect format. My early episodes were rough, the production was scrappy, but the content was what mattered. And I was learning, and I got better as I went along. I've seen product ideas evolve 10 times before finally clicking. In retail, you pilot, you learn, you iterate. Perfect is the enemy of profitable. Stop waiting. Start building. From my own personal experience, nothing can be perfect, especially when you tie this to the philosophy that the only constant we know is change. That means I've had to constantly adapt my own notions of perfection. I do try and tell my team that they need to aim for the moon to reach the sky. What this means is that at least we have left the ground behind. Once we get into the sky, we can have another look at how to get to the moon, and even if we still need to get there. Lie number 3. Your education defines your future. The truth? Experience, curiosity, and self-learning often matter more. Education is valuable, but it's not destiny. I've hired brilliant people with no degrees and passed over MBAs who couldn't connect with customers. The best people in retail are lifelong learners. They're curious, hands-on, and humble. They read, observe, and apply. Don't let a resume define your worth. Let your growth define your trajectory. From my own personal experience, I think most of you know I don't have a formal degree. Yes, I did complete some further education courses whilst working, however, it's not what defines where I am now. How did I get here? A lot of dedication, commitment, learning the job whilst doing the job, and a few kicks up the backside from my ever-loving wife because she believed in me. It's not about dressing for the job you want. Anyone can do that. It's about having the skills, competencies, and attitude to back it all up. Lie number 4. You are too late or too old for this. The truth? It's never too late to start, learn, or change direction. Age is not a limitation. It's an advantage. Wisdom, perspective, and resilience don't come quickly. And if you're starting over, you're not late, you're seasoned. And I don't just mean salt and pepper. From my personal experience, if someone had told me 20 years ago, no, 10 years ago, actually even 5 years ago, I would be creating podcasts and videos about my experiences and people would actually be listening to them and watching them, I likely would have guffawed. But here I am. I have always liked computers. My first programming was in BASIC, and we used to use punch cards for inventory management. However, I go back again to the only thing that is constant, and that's change. And I understand for all of the boomers and Gen Xers out there that the job market can be pretty tough. But remember, the older you are, the more likely you are to be on time, a loyal employee, less likely to bunk off sick with the sniffles, and be dedicated and committed to the role you are in, rather than chasing the next position up and a pay rise every 3 months. This makes you a very valuable employee in my book. Plus, with the wisdom gained through experience and time, you are also likely to be patient, empathetic, and serve customers with joy rather than the impetuousness of youth. Yes, I have been a bit generalist here, but on average, it works out to be a truth. Lie number 5. You can learn everything you need from books. The truth? Books are very helpful, but real understanding comes from doing. I love books. I write my scripts, read copiously, and recommend them. But real retail knowledge? That's on the floor. It's in conflict resolution. It's in missing sales targets and learning why. You don't truly understand inventory shrink until you've had a week where it blew up. You don't get customer service until you've dealt with someone angry and still left them smiling. Books inform, experience transforms. From personal experience, especially in the last year or so, writing the scripts for this podcast channel and the years of writing training programs, it always amazes me how much knowledge has been stored in the grey matter inside my skull. The truth is that I haven't seen everything yet. But it's a new day when I can't look at something and my muscle memory kicks in and thinks, I remember when this situation, or something like it, happened in this store, or that category, or with that customer, in such and such a country, brand or store, and this is how we solved it. Lie number 6. You don't have to work hard. The truth? Success requires effort, consistency, and discipline. Social media sells the fantasy of overnight success. But in retail, there are no shortcuts. Successful stores are built on early mornings, late nights, and 1,000 micro decisions that no one sees. Hard work doesn't mean burnout, but it does mean showing up. Every day, even when it's tough. Success doesn't reward convenience, it rewards commitment. From personal experience, this is one of the daftest lies told. Social media is definitely shrinking brains if you believe that lasting success doesn't come from doing your time and earning your stripes. I don't do much of the physical hard work anymore. My team tends to not like it when I start re-merchandising the shelves or even picking up litter as I walk around the store. Now, the work tends to be more brain work, receiving my first call of the day at 6:48 am and the last WhatsApp message at 10:26 pm. I'm not advocating that either, by the way. Everyone needs to be able to switch off and take some time for themselves. But hard work can also be smart work. Lie number 7. These smartest people always have the best answers. The truth? The best answers often come from the most diverse input. When I don't know something, I ask my team. When I'm unsure about a direction, I test. I seek multiple views. Often, the person closest to the problem has the best insight. The cashier, the merchandiser, the night shift cleaner. Smart leaders don't have all the answers. They ask better questions. They create space for answers to emerge. From personal experience, I know without a shadow of a doubt that I am not always the smartest person in the room. Yes, I know my stuff, but I do not and cannot know everything. That's why, when I hire my team, I tend to gravitate to the people that can do the job that I need them to fulfill. If they are the expert, then use them as the expert. As I have said to my team, I will always listen to them. Their experience, knowledge, and reasoned argument for or against a position I may have. Most of the time, I will take that advice. Sometimes, though, the buck stops at me, so I will take my own path. Sometimes it's because I have a wider and more helicopter view than they do, but sometimes, also, because it's ultimately my decision. After all, I have to learn to make mistakes still too. And finally, lie number 8. There are shortcuts to achieving success. The truth? Shortcuts rarely lead to anything meaningful. You can buy likes. You can fake reviews. You can offer a discount so big that it just bleeds margin. But sustainable retail? That's built step by step, store by store, mistake by mistake. Shortcuts cheat you out of learning, and learning is what shapes leadership. If you're tempted to skip steps, ask yourself, what am I afraid to face? From personal experience, shortcuts are only worth taking if they're actually making a process better, and if that's the case, then change the whole process to add in or take away the bits of the process that do not work. Don't leave it all hanging and unresolved. Some final thoughts from me. These lies aren't just annoying, they're dangerous. Because when we believe them, we hold back, we self-limit, we quit before starting. Or worse, we climb the wrong mountain altogether. You have a choice. You can believe the noise, or you can believe the evidence. And the evidence is this: successful people start messy, grow gradually, and define wealth on their own terms. So, wherever you are in your journey, I hope this episode gives you something to reflect on, challenge, or rewrite your own belief system. Because the truth, it really will set you free. I hope this has helped somewhat in expanding your understanding about 8 of the lies we are told about success and life as espoused by Victoria Repa from Better Me. If you can think of anything else, then you know how to find me. Send me a message on LinkedIn, X, or the retail101online.com website, and I can add some new insights to the list. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell wherever you get your podcast fix, so you never miss out on the excitement of our next episode drop. Remember, the smartest stores are the ones where everyone is learning, thinking, and growing. Join the future. Start today. And that's it, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next episode, maybe in a couple of weeks' time. Cheers.